Hey guys, welcome back. It's Isabelle here, and today we're doing part 2 of my 2021 luxury purchases roundup, and this part is the worst purchases part. I've got 5 items, and I have to say these are not technically the worst of worst purchases. I still really like them because the really bad purchases that didn't work out for me, you guys know that I am pretty ruthless. I've already sold them. So these are the 5 items that I still own in my collection because I still do like them, but I just haven't really used them. And I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the reasons why I think I haven't reached for them. Whenever we buy these pieces, of course, we think that we're going to have really great time with them, but sometimes you just don't know whether a piece is going to work out for you or not until you actually own them yourself. So let's get started with the first item. First one is actually a wallet, and I should have known this better because I know myself that I don't really use wallets anymore. So I actually sold all my compact wallets in the past from Louis Vuitton and Chanel. And this year I was thinking I do actually miss having a compact wallet in my collection. Crazy me. So I started doing some research on very compact wallets that will be really slim, that still has a bill compartment, some card holders, and a zip compartment for coins. And this Bottega one popped up on my radar, and I just loved how slim it is and how functional it is with 6 card slots, a bill compartment so you don't actually have to fold your bills, and a coin compartment as well. However, I haven't used this even once. I bought this thinking I still do use cash sometimes, especially at restaurants and cafes that charge a surcharge for using a credit card or a debit card. So I do still use cash. And that's why I purchased this one, but I don't think I use cash enough, or I'm just used to having to fold my bills and stuff my coins into a small key pouch sort of SLG that I really haven't reached for this one. I still do think that this is a really nice design for a compact wallet, and it is a very functional one, but I have not use this once. So I don't actually know whether I should let this go. I don't think that this will have a very good resale value. So if I do decide to let it go, I'm probably going to take a bit of a loss, which is okay with me because sometimes we do need to pay for our mistakes. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Oh, by the way, guys, I do have a new Instagram page called Isabelle Styles Closet, where I've been listing some luxury items that I don't use for sale. So if I do decide to sell some items, I'm probably going to list them there. So if you guys are interested, give me a follow there. So if I end up letting any items go, and I will usually make my items very reasonably priced because I'd like to be fair on whoever decides to purchase some of my items. But anyways, if you're interested, do give me a follow there. Next up is a pair of shoes from Louis Vuitton. These are the Louis Vuitton callback pumps in the black leather with an ankle strap, and the ankle strap doubles up and the strap is in the monogram canvas. These look so sleek on your feet. As soon as I popped them on my feet, I loved them. So I didn't have these on my radar, but I impulsed it and purchased them. But the truth is, I've worn these once and never again. Although I still love the aesthetics of them, and they're not too uncomfortable. They're relatively comfortable for how tall the heel height is. So I believe these are 10 centimeters tall. I think the reason I don't reach for these is because in general, I don't really dress too corporate, and I feel like these shoes have a more corporate vibe, and that was a reason why I never really reached for my Christian Louboutin Erizas in the black color, because they're this sort of a silhouette. And I do also have the nude pair, but the nude pair I reach for from time to time, but the black pair I never reached for. So I actually saw that one on my Instagram closet page. And I think the reason I don't wear these callback pumps is probably the same reason, that they look a little formal. The way I dress, I'm either casual, feminine girly with florals, or sort of going out evening. And these types of shoes don't really go with any of those looks. When I'm really casual, I'll reach for sneakers or some really casual pair of shoes like slides, slippers, that sort of thing. If I'm dressed more girly and feminine with a floral dress or floral blouse and some jeans, then I'm probably not gonna reach for a black pair of shoes, especially pumps like this. Or when I'm really dressed up like black tie or with an evening out sort of an outfit, I usually go for more dressy shoes like my Jimmy Choos or more sparkly strappy heel type of shoe. So this type of more formal looking, corporate looking, very smart looking shoe, I don't think really works in my wardrobe. And I guess I learned this the hard way because I've had to fail twice with this type of shoe to find out that, you know, this style of shoe doesn't work out for me and my lifestyle. But for someone who dresses a bit more corporate or someone who dresses a little bit more formal all the time, I guess these will have pretty good usage. So yes, unfortunately, this pair hasn't gotten a lot of wear from me and it had to make it to this worst list. Next up, we have a piece from Cartier that I bought back in January. A lot of you guys might be able to guess what it is. And it's not really a worst purchase as an item itself, but it's more to do with the sizing. So at this point, it might be really obvious what it is, but it is none other than my Cartier Slim Justin Clue ring in the rose gold, or they call it the pink gold. So I got the size wrong. I got this in the size 52 and I should have gotten a smaller size. I got it specifically for my index or middle finger, which is why I sized up a little bit. But the Justin Clue runs quite big, and especially when the weather's a bit cold, it'll kind of end up coming out. So whenever I wear this ring, I'm super conscious that I might actually end up losing this. So when I went back to Cartier recently with my bestie, when she got her Justin Clue ring just like this, I retried some sizes. And the size 50 or 51 even fit on my index finger really, really well. So unfortunately, the sizing didn't work out for me. And I think it's because I read somewhere that you're supposed to size up for the Justin Clue ring because of the nail head, to allow some space for the nail head to sit on your finger without pinching it. But I think that's more true for the regular size because the nail head is obviously a lot chunkier. But for the slim size, I'd recommend to anyone to just stick with your own normal size. So I think that's where the error occurred. So I decided I should probably let this go and actually get my proper size, because I do actually still love this ring. So the fact that I wasn't able to wear this ring really comfortably really bummed me. So I did actually list this on my Closet Sales Instagram page, but I had a few inquiries from, you know, people outside of Australia, and it ended up being really not worth it for international purchases, because by the time you have to pay for international shipping, and I would only do express shipping, and you might need to pay customs, it just wasn't a good idea. But for anyone within Australia who might be interested in this, do check out my Instagram closet page. I do have it listed for a pretty decent price. For Australians, it may be worth purchasing this one because I'll cover domestic express shipping and you definitely won't have to pay any customs. So this is definitely leaving my collection one way or another. Yes, this one will have to find a new home. Next two items are bags. And it's very sad for me to say that the Hermes Mini Evelyn didn't get much use at all this year. This bag was on my wish list for the longest time, and it took my essay about a year to track this one down. So I was so happy when this gold one arrived in store with the gold hardware. It is basically exactly the color and hardware that I wanted. So I absolutely still love this bag for a very casual, carefree bag. And I actually wanted this to be a travel bag for, you know, sightseeing and all of that. But obviously we haven't really traveled in the last couple of years. So for day to day, just going out casually, I always gravitate towards some of my other bags in my collection. So this one, I'm going to see if I get to use it a lot more when we start traveling a lot more again, and see how it works out. I just love this mini Evelyn for the design. I mean, how cute and adorable is it? So although I didn't get a lot of use out of this one, in the new year, I'm definitely going to make an effort to try and use it a little bit more, but only time will tell. It also makes me really sad to say that this beautiful pink mini tote Ferragamo bag didn't really work out for my wardrobe. You guys probably remember how excited I was when I found my perfect mini pink bag after a couple of failed attempts at getting a pink bag that will work for my wardrobe. So previous to this bag, I owned a couple of pink bags. So one of them was the Pochette Métis from Louis Vuitton in that beautiful pale pink color in the empreinte leather, which I found really difficult to incorporate into my wardrobe. And then another pink bag that I ended up buying very early on this year was the Chanel Fave Vanity bag in a more corally pink color that was also a pale pink. Both of those bags I couldn't really work into my wardrobe. And then when I saw this bag, I thought, you know what, this might be the pink bag that will work for my wardrobe because this color is a lot more pastel, so there's a lot more white undertone to it, which technically I thought would make it easier for me to match with different outfits. And also I just love Ferragamo's craftsmanship and quality for the price. So Ferragamo is a brand that I still really love. Their quality is really amazing. The leather is so delicious, but at really reasonable prices for designer bags. So this bag I believe is under $1,000 and the leather is just so amazing. All the details are so beautiful. This one comes with a shoulder strap as well that is adjustable and detachable. I mean, the versatility is there, the quality is there, but I just think that it is the color that doesn't work out for me. So I think now, after making a few different mistakes, I should know that a pale pink color bag doesn't really work for me. I mean, never say never. I might change the way I dress and maybe someday a pale pastel pink color bag will work really well for my wardrobe. But for the time being, more vibrant pinks like the fuchsia pinks work much better for my wardrobe. I think most people find pale pink easier to style, but for me, those strong fuchsia pinks actually work really well in my wardrobe for some reason. And even other vibrant colors like the red and yellow, I find much easier to incorporate with my looks. But when it comes to a baby pink color, I just love the color. So I keep trying different bags in the baby pink color, but it just never works out. So maybe I need to just come to terms with the fact that baby pink doesn't really work out with my wardrobe. So these were the 5 luxury items that didn't quite work out the way I expected them to work out in my collection. Like I said, I don't think they're really bad purchases because I still really love them in one way or another. I just don't get the use out of them. What are some of your purchases that you haven't gotten the use out of or you just regret purchasing? Do share yours in the comments below so I don't feel so bad. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, this is going to be the very last video of 2021. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for watching my videos this year, being a part of my YouTube family. I just cannot thank you guys enough for making this hobby of mine a huge part of my life. I really honestly enjoy interacting with you guys and doing this. So I cannot thank you guys enough. I hope everyone is having a wonderful end of year and festive season with your loved ones. And I wish everyone a very happy new year. And I will see you guys in 2022. Bye guys.